Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Kill Team Battle Report. I am Phil, the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from Casa de Neil, where I am about to fight a 150-point kill team battle between my Eldar and Jason's Custodes. So the story that we've got going on here is that the Custodes have been leaving Terra with Guilliman going on their crusade across the galaxy. And they came across a planet that had been Imperial, but had been taken over by the Eldar, and they were using it as their base of operations in this sector. So the Custodes not feeling good about the fact that a planet that was under the control of Terra had fallen to the Xenos. They came down to purge and came into this sector of one of the cities and came across this force of Eldar that were operating here. And the two sides have gone into combat here. So that's the story that we're going to go off here. We're playing a custom mission here. Essentially, the two sides are trying to kill each other and hold ground and they're trying to establish their foothold, and they're trying to hold the city here. So we've got 4 objectives on the table here. At the end of the game, each of those objectives is going to be worth 1 point. Each of the specialists that you kill will be worth 1 point, and the leader will be worth killing. If you kill them, he'll be worth 2 points. So that is going to be the story. That is going to be the mission. Let's show you the 2 kill teams that are going to be fighting it out. So for the Eldar, my kill team will consist of, from left to right, my leader, who is a Howling Banshee Exarch with an Executioner. We then have a Scout Specialist, who is a Dire Avenger. We then have 2 Wraith Guard, who will be Demolitions Expert and Veteran Expert. And then we also have a regular Wraith Guard. And for the Adeptus Custodes, his kill team will consist of, from left to right, his leader, who will be a Custodian with a Spear and a Misericordia. We then have 2 with Sword and Board, who will be a Zealot and Combat Specialist, and a 3rd with the Spear and Misericordia, who will be his Sniper Specialist. Going over deployment now, I've got my 3 Wraith Guard in the front here. Behind them, I've got my Dire Avenger over here with the Scout Specialist, and then my leader behind them over here. Going over deployment for the Custodes here, he's got his Combat Specialist on the flank over here. We've got the Zealot and the Sniper Specialist over here, and his leader back over here. Ready to come up and just smash into each other. Essentially, we wanted to make kill teams that had the least amount of models, and I think that's what we accomplished here. I really wanted to see how my big boys that I just painted would operate in kill team, and when Jason said he wanted to use his Custodes, I was like, that's the perfect time to give them a shot, because if you bring them against like a swarm of like termagants, I don't think they would do very well. So that is going to be the deployment. We will now roll off to see who will have initiative going into turn 1. My opponent rolled a 6, I rolled a 7, so we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Eldar here on turn 1. All right, movement phase for the Eldar here on turn 1. Everybody advanced. So he moved up over this way. He moved up over this way. The Scout moved up over here. Then my Veteran Specialist didn't roll as well. Just moved up over there. And my Banshee also didn't roll very well and moved up over there. So that is going to be it for the movement phase. We will come for movement phase for the Eldar. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Custodes. All right, movement for the Custodes here. His leader advanced around over that side. And now we're going to have some charges. Where do you want to start, sir?
We'll start with this Guardian Spear.
All right, this Guardian Spear over here is going to charge with this guy. I will fire Overwatch. 6. No hit there.
Need a 7.
Need a 7. He's in. And now this guy over here needs a 7-inch charge to get in. Ooh, he's in. And his Combat Specialist is going to charge into over here. Overwatch. No, do not get it. And he's in with an 11. All right, shooting phase. Nope. Everything that's nothing's in line of sight that I can shoot, so no shooting phase. So into the fight phase now. Chargers get to go first. So who do you want to start with?
Let me see my profile.
All right, we're gonna come back with that. All right, we're gonna start off with the Sniper attacking into my dude over here. The gold will be his Misericordia. So these are gonna be hitting on 2s. That's gonna be all hits. Strength.
6 for the spear and 5 for
6 for the spear. So the spears are gonna be wounding on 4s, and the Misericordia is gonna be wounding on 5s. So that's gonna be a lot of wounds there. So we did 2. So the spears are AP -3. So these are gonna be looking for 6 up saves. Make neither of those, and then the Misericordia is
-1.
-1. So 4 up save.
Sorry.
Do make that one. Woo! It's -2, so that was a take away that woo. Give me the nega woo over here, because that was got to take it back from the world out there. So nega woo. Yeah, so that's gonna be, these are D3 wounds, but he's only got 3 wounds. So because those 3 all went through, he is dead. I'm sorry, I'm playing this. Who knows what I'm playing here? So the first misericordia goes through, takes away 1 wound, he's down to 2. D3 wounds on this one.
2.
Does 2 wounds, which would take him down to 0. So now you have 2 injury rolls. The 4 will take him out of action though. And then he consolidated into my Dire Avenger over there. So now his sword and board combat attack over here. He's gonna have 4 attacks because he's the combat specialist, right? Okay. Isn't it 3 base plus 1? Got 3 base plus 1 because of combat specialist. These are gonna be attacking into my demos specialist over here. Hitting on 2s. That's gonna be all hits.
Strength 5.
Strength 5, so looking for 5s to wound. Getting 1 wound.
-3.
AP -3, so 6 up save. Showing that Phil first. Yeah, with the Phil phase! Real woo! Alright, my Wraith Guard is going to attack into him over here. I've got 1 attack, hitting on a 3. Hey, that's a hit. Strength is going to be 5, so 4 to wound. No wound. So now my Dire Avenger gets to attack back. He's got his 1 attack. That will hit. Looking for a 5. No wound. All right, so that's going to be it for turn 1 here. No leadership tests need to be taken, so we will now roll to see who will have initiative going into turn 2. I rolled a 4, my opponent rolled a 7, so we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Custodes here on turn 2. All right, movement phase. Both the guys who are in combat are going to stay in combat, and then this guy is going to charge into my veteran specialist, so I'll fire Overwatch. On a 6, I got the hit. Nice. This is a pretty big one, because this is going to be his D-can, which, 1 sec, I'll be back. All right, so it's going to be AP minus, it's going to be strength 10, so wounding on a 2. That's a wound. AP minus 4. He's got his 3-up invul save. Oh, and he makes it. That was real clutch. Because it would have been D6 damage, which would have been killer. So here comes his charge distance, though. And an 8-inch will get him in. And now his leader over here is going to charge into my Dire Avenger. He needs an 8-inch charge to get in. I will not make it with a double 1. Do you want to spend a CP to reroll?
Yeah.
All right. So reroll both dice. Not going to make it with a 3. And that's where he ended up. All right, movement phase. He fell back out of combat over here. He can still shoot because he's got this because Wraith Guard are cool like that. Over here, he fell back out of combat with him just because he can't shoot, but he doesn't want to get murderlated by the guy over there. And now my leader is going to charge into his Zealot specialist here. So she needs a 5-inch charge to make it in there around her veteran specialist. Making it with a 5. All right, so his guy over here is going to fire with his Guardian Spear at the beginning of the shooting phase into my Dire Avenger over here. So he's going to be hitting on 3s because he's obscured. No hits. All right, so now my Wraith Guard over here is going to fire into his Combat Specialist. He's going to be hitting on 3s because they've got Implacable Doom or something like that, which means that they can still shoot even if they fell back. So here we go. Going to be hitting on a 3. That's a hit. Wounding on a 2. That's a wound. 3-up invul save. Oh, he makes it. All right, so now his this guy over here is going to fire his shots into my Demolitions Expert over here. 2 shots. That's going to be 1 hit. Strength 4. So that's not going to be a wound. All right, so that's going to be it for the shooting phase. Into the assault phase, I'm going to spend 2 CP for Decisive Strike to try to get my Banshee to attack first. He's going to spend 2 CP. My opponent's going to spend 2 CP to try to counteract me there. So we're going to roll out to see who gets the first Decisive Strike. I rolled a 7. My opponent rolled a 3. So we will be coming back to you with a fight from the Banshee. All right, so my Howling Banshee Exarch is going to fight first over here. She's going to have 3 attacks here. These are going to be hitting on 3s. That's going to be 2 hits. These are going to be strength plus 1. So still needing strength 4. So still needing 5s to wound. Getting no wounds. I'm going to spend a CP to reroll one of those. Into a wound over here. So this is going to be AP, what did I say it was again? AP minus 3. So still got his 3-up invul save because he's got the shield. Oh, and he makes it. And now he's going to attack back into my Banshee here. He's going to have -1 to hit because that's Howling Banshee Exarchs are -1 to hit because of their mask. So he's going to have 3 attacks hitting on 3s. That's going to be 1 hit. Strength enough to be wounded on a 4.
Five,
yeah. Strength, yeah, we wounded on...
Strength 5.
Strength 5, so yeah, wounded on 3. So that's a wound. AP...
-3.
-3. That's just going to go straight through. I do not have an invul save.
D3 damage.
D3 damage.
1.
Doing 1 damage. I think she's got multiple wounds. Yeah, she's the Exarch. She's got 2 wounds. And my opponent's going to CP reroll that. Doing a 3. JK can't spend a CP to reroll that in this game. So she's still got 1 wound left. And then my veteran specialist will attack. Not going to hit on a 2. All right, so that's going to be it. No leadership tests need to be taken, so we're going to roll to see his initiative going into turn 3.
Huh.
I rolled a 7. My opponent rolled double 6s. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Custodes. All right, movement phase here for the Adeptus Custodes. He fell back out of combat over here. His leader also moved up here onto the objective, and now we're going to have some charges. So he is going to charge into them. I'm going to fire with my Wraith guard here. Not going to get a hit. His charge distance. Or 7 inches will get him in. And then his combat specialist is going to charge into my demolitions expert. Overwatch. No hit. No luck that time. And he's in. Then movement phase for the Eldar. My Dire Avenger is being very brave, trying to shoot into his leader over here. So that's going to be it. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. Starting over here, his Dire Avenger is going to... My Dire Avenger is going to get shot by his Custode over here. So hitting on 2s because he's not obscured, I don't think. Oh, no, he might be. I think he might be obscured.
Yeah, you're like...
Yeah, I am scared, so 3s. Not getting 1 hit here. Strength...
4.
4, so 3 to wound. No wound. And then he's going to throw a plasma grenade into him over here, so it's going to be assault D6. 6 shots, there you go. That's how you do that, baby. Hitting on 3s. Oh, baby, that's 4 hits, but strength 4, so still wounding on 5s. Getting 2 wounds with fill faces there. AP -1, so 3 up saves. Oh, he takes 1 wound. That's more than I thought he was going to get, honestly. All right, so now we're going into the fight phase. I'm going to spend 2 CP for decisive strike. My opponent is going to do the same to try to respond. Who will get the decisive strike? Oh, my double 1s, double 6s. That's about as decisive an answer as you could possibly get as to who's going to go first here. Yeah, so we'll come back after his attack with his attacks. All right, so he is going to attack over here into my Howling Banshee. Yep. These are going to be all into the Howling Banshee, so hitting on 2s. All but the Misericordia. These are strength 6, so looking for 2s. That is going to be 3. AP -3, right? Oh, no, you're hitting on 3s because of the -1 to error, but I think they're all good.
I did roll 1 too.
You did roll a 1 too?
I did.
All right, 1 second. But they're all wounds, so it's going to get to 2 wounds here. These are going to go straight through though, so D3 damage. Oh, but yeah. So it's going to be 2 damage. Well, yeah. So she was down to 1. So the first one did 2 damage, took her down to 0. So now you roll 2 dice for her injury roll. On a 2, she'll take a flesh wound. Do you want to spend a CP to re-roll one of those?
It's either...
If not, just take her out. Otherwise, she's just going to have a flesh wound.
Yeah, take it.
You're just going to take the flesh wound? All right. You're going to keep it. Okay, that's fair enough. May as well go with this guy over here into his dude bro. That is a hit. That is a wound. So here we go. 2+ save. Yeah, he good. It's actually AP -1 D3 damage. It's not bad, but yeah, he made his save, so he's good to go.
Ghostly shit. 3 additional.
So now his combat specialist gets to go. He's going to spend CP to give him D3 additional attacks over here. He's going to get additional 3 attacks. Oh, Nelly, here we go. So this is the combat specialist, so he's going to have 6 attacks total now, right? Oh, no. 3 base, +1 for combat, +3.
7.
So he's going to have 7 attacks coming in here. Oh, buddy. Hitting on 2s. All but 1. All but 2. There we go. These are now going to be strength, what? 5. So looking for 5s to wound. 5s to wound. So got the 1 there. But that's AP is going to go straight. Oh, no. AP -3, right?
Yeah.
3. So 6 up save. No fill face there. D3. 2 damage. He's still got 1 left. Now my Howling Banshee's going to attack back over here. She's going to have 3 attacks hitting on 4s. Because of the flesh wound. That's 2 hits. Would have been 3. Strength +1, so still looking for 5s to wound. No wounds there. And then my veteran's going to get his 1 attack in there. That's a hit. That's not a wound. I'm going to spend a CP to reroll that. Into a fill face. That's a wound. AP -1, looking for a 3 up. Oh, he good. All right, so that's going to be the end of turn 3 here. We now are going to roll off to see who has initiative going into turn 4. I got an 8. My opponent got a 7. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Eldar here on turn 4. Movement phase here. Howling Banshee fell back, as did my veteran. My scout just moved back here 6 inches away, so he hopefully doesn't get mutilated. And my demolitions expert fell back over here. So that's going to be it for the movement phase for the Eldar. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Custodes here on turn 4. All right, movement phase. He fell back around the corner over here. He fell back around the corner over there because they were engaged at the beginning of the turn, so they have to either fall back or stay still. But now we're going to have some charges. He's going to charge into my veteran over here. I am going to overwatch. 6s. Oh, with the fill face! I needed that. Wounding on a 2. That is a wound. 3-up invul save. Oh, he makes it. You've been clutching those 3-ups, baby. So now he needs what? A 7-inch charge? 7-inch charge to get in. Makes it with the 7-inch charge. So it should be pointed out the reason that he was able to overwatch even though he fell back was because he has that special rule. That's why the Wraith Guard can do that. But now his leader is going to charge into my Dire Avenger here. Cannot see him for overwatching, so here comes his charge. 6-inch charge will not make it. Do you want to spend a CP? You do have additional 2.
I will.
Yep, got to spend a CP to re-roll that because he needs a 7. Oh, still not in. And he ended up right there. All right, so now my demolitions expert is going to fire into his guy over there. On a 6, he'll be hit. On a 5, he will be wounded. Here comes a 4-up invul save. No, that's going to go through. So D6 damage. 5 damage. So that will take him down.
That's an additional 2, so...
Yeah, so it'll just take him down to 0. Let's see if he is injured. 5 injury rolls here if he's out of action. And on that 5, he is out of action. Whoop. And then my Dire Avenger is going to throw another plasma grenade at his leader. Getting 4 shots this time. That's going to be all hits. Oh, baby. Here we go. 5s to wound. Getting 2 wounds. AP -1. That's enough to kill him if he rolls double 2s. Oh, no. He does go down to 0. Let's see what happens here. Injury roll. On a 6 with the fill face. He's out. Oh! All right, so my opponent is going to spend a CP for D3 additional attacks here with his dude bro, who's going to start us off in the fight phase into my veteran since he charged. So these are going to be D3 additional attacks. Getting a 3 additional attacks, so he's going to have 6 attacks here. 7? Oh, he's not. Oh, Zealot +1. Yeah, that's right. +1 because he's Zealot. Holy cow. Here we go. These are going to be hitting on 2s. That's going to be all but 1 hit.
And
Strength
5
+1, so 4s to wound because of Zealot. That's going to be 3 wounds here. AP -3, so 6-up saves. Show me them fill faces. Getting 1, so 2 go through. So D3 for the first one is going to do 1 damage, and then D3 for the second one is doing 3 damage. So that's going to take him down to 0. So now 3 injury rolls here. And on that 6, he is out of action. All right, so that is going to be the end of turn 4 here. I do have a morale test to take here, or break test, I should say, because of I've got my Howling Banshee Exarch there, so she's got a leadership of 8. But the reason I'm doing that is because I have 2 that are out of action and 1 who has a flesh wound. So my leadership 8, I believe, is the highest. Oh no, I'm broken. Okay. Well, that's not great. I have to take a nerve test now for everybody over here. So there's 2 guys out over here against my Dire Avenger. 2 + 6, he is going to be shaken. My leader over here, she is going to be 2 + 4 is good for her. And then onto my dude bro over there, 2 + 3 is good, but he is going to be shaken. So that's, man, turn 4 is apparently when everything happens. So that could have been the end of the game. So we need to roll here on turn 4 to see if there will be a turn 5. Roll the dice, sir. On a 3+ will go on. No! That's the end of the game! All right, we will come back to you with the score. All right, so we counted up the score. These guys are contesting this objective. He's on this objective over here. Because I cleared both of them off of this objective over here, he doesn't actually control anything. So I have 1 point from objectives held. I was able to kill his leader, which gives me additional 2 points, and one of his specialists, which is an additional point for 4 points. My opponent killed one of my specialists for 1 point, so it is actually an Eldar victory, 4-1. That last turn 4 was just unbelievable. It went crazy go nuts. Everyone dying, rolling up the butt. This guy over here with his plasma grenades, I don't know what he was doing. He was just like supercharging his plasma grenades and just throwing them at his leaders left and right. He was just like heaving them, trying to keep himself alive. Oh man, that was a heck of a game. A ton of fun. And man, Custodes are tough. They are tough to get through. And it's like, he also had a bunch of times when I hit him with the Wraith Cannon, which is like the weapon in Kill Team to kill Custodes. And then he just like tanked those 3-up saves until the one that he just couldn't. And then just exploded.
I was about to say, you didn't even kill one of the shields.
Yeah, I didn't even kill any of the shields. That's right. Yeah, I killed the 4-up invulns. I couldn't kill the 3-up invulns. That's what it just came up to. Man, that was killer. That was a ton of fun. A ton of fun. So, I hope you guys have all enjoyed this. I certainly have. I have been Phil, the Glacial Geek, as always. My opponent's been Jason, and until next time, stay safe and have fun.